Hello guys, my name is Dimi, and today I'm going to be recording a special kind of video on my free-to-play account. So I'm going to be doing something of a guide on how to grind up gems. So there are many different ways in this game you can grind up gems, and you use gems to buy packs and decks to build like other decks. Like you can build structure decks, which EX ones cost 1000, normal ones cost 500, and sometimes, like in Spellbound Silence's case, EX decks cost actual money. So, and I want to tell you, like, you can also buy packs with real money, but this is for people that want to stay free to play or just want to earn gems and not actually spend a lot of money on gems. Like, for example, one gem or one pack with 3 cards will cost you 50 gems, and then you can buy different amounts of gems with your money. So, what are the ways? For example, I think that the best way of farming up gems is to level up characters. Now, you can unlock 46 characters right now just through unlock missions, and you will be able to unlock 47 soon, with Carly coming to the gate in a few days, I think. We already got the banner leaked, so we only in a few days will we get her. So that would make it 47 characters. But if you played the events, you also have Sarah, Joey from Dark Side of Dimensions, Carly, and Rex Goodwin already unlocked. So if you level up your character to max level or 44, because that's the last gem reward, you get 2,840 gems. Then, if they have a level up, a lifetime mission of level up rewards to level 10 and level 30, you can get 100 more gems, which would be 50 gems each. And then, sometimes a character doesn't actually have the level up reward for level 30 for 300 gems. I know that Zane doesn't. I'm trying to see if I have any unlocked characters that don't. But I think Tristan and Loomis and Umbra don't have it. And Duel Monsters, I don't have them unlocked yet. But without that, you will be in a loss of 300 gems. And if they don't have the lifetime missions, you'll be in a loss of 100 more gems. But I already did some calculations, so you don't have to. And we are assuming that everyone has the level 30 reward, but no one has the level 10 and level 30 lifetime mission rewards, which I think the math evens out. Maybe there are some places where like maybe you get more or less gems. I didn't do the calculations perfectly, but you would earn 130,640 gems after leveling up all the 46 characters to max. And with the event characters, you get 142,000 gems. Now, I already did calculations for that as well, and it takes 1,260 duels without any of the EXP bonuses, like one running right now for 1.5 EXP bonus, and to level up a character to max. And this is also not including the Vagabond, not including Vagabond. So it would take you about 630 hours, not in game, but like just 630 hours of if you include waiting time. If you don't, that drops a lot down. But it takes about you will need, if you're max duelists, I'm only at 9, but you can have 10 standard duelists appear in your world, and if you have them at at 10, it would take you 126, I guess, I don't know how to call those, but 126 times of that, which about 5 hours to regenerate everyone is about 630 hours. But if we include EXP orbs, dual orbs, or stage missions to regenerate them, it takes the time much less. 1.5 EXP events, dueling the Vagabond, dueling the Legendary Duelists. They're not like roaming, roaming as well. And PvP duels, also events and stuff like that. That's like But since we are going to be playing PvP duels, you're going to be playing everything else, you're going to take much less time. Then, now I know this is pretty time consuming, but it's the best way of earning gems because like you can get 142,000 just from leveling up your characters. Uh, other ways would be loner deck duels, which in my opinion are the second best way of leveling up your character, of earning gems, and it will give you, from my calculations, it will give you 2,580 gems because there's currently 86 of them, which they all give you 30 gems per win. Now we can assume that you can beat everyone in the first duel. If not, maybe it will take you a bit more time. But they don't take that much time. They're just boring. So like maybe it's not for everyone, but I suggest doing it. And same with duelist challenges, although they give 15 gems, but there are many guides on how to do them. As like for example on DuelX Meta, you can have all the duelist challenges on how to do them. So it's gonna take much less time than figuring it out yourself if you are not that great. Then rank duels, you get level up. You get rewards for victories. You get for leveling up or well ranking up. And I just want to give you one quick tip that I see a lot of people are misusing. Like they just never surrender. I think that the best way is to never surrender. If you surrender, if you don't surrender, even if you lose, that's still 250 EXP towards leveling up your character. So that could help out get your gem rewards because 2 losses equal 1 victory. So if you lost 2 times in ranked, it would still count as EXP as if you had 1 victory. So uh, I can suggest just don't surrender. It's much better, even if you're tilted, even if you are going to lose, just don't. Then some others are good are clicking the fountain, lamppost, trash cans. That can get you a lot of gems, about 20 per day, but it's not always consistent, so it can be much less. It's not always 20 per day, but you can count it to be, if you click it regularly, you can get about 20 a day, as I said. Some other ways of earning gems are also watching the street replay, which is pretty easy because you don't even have to watch the street replay. Like I'm gonna show you right now. You just need to enter the street replay. I think I have mine. Yes, you do. You just enter street replay, and a day you get 5 gems. So that's great. So you wait for this to load up. As soon as it loads up, you can click through it to load it up a bit faster, and just click quit replay. You will still get your gems. Now just end. As you can see, I still got my gems and I didn't even watch the duel. I didn't even see who won, and honestly I do not care. Sometimes these duels are really dumb. And then other ways I think that are good are events, which is I don't know, it can get you a few hundred gems to a few thousand gems. I don't think it's a few thousand, but it's in the 1,000 to 2,000. Like it depends on the event. Like for example, right now Duelist Chronicles, it's also luck based because it's the lottery. So some people are gonna get more gems, some people are gonna get less gems, and it more so depends on your playtime and how much you play them. Right now I'm grinding up those dice fragments so I can just finish the event in pretty much one day and then just continue getting lottery coins. But after the events, there are like other events, like for example, this one right now that's going on, Mission Circuit. That's a bad one. I don't think that's that great because, for example, if you play a lot, your reward list, for example, this one, today's treasure box, you can get 10 of them, and that's it for the day. So right now I got 4 gems. Tomorrow it might be a better box, but I'm pretty much done with like half of this. Like I'm at 126 laps of 100 of 250, I think. Yeah, it's 250. And these 250, yeah, they can get you a lot of gems. Like I got 15, 10, 20, 10, 15, 10. But it's still not that great because your daily box is already obtained. Now, one thing I suggest for main events. So this is like a side event, I would call it. And a main event would be Duelist Chronicles GX. I would suggest waiting a few days before actually starting to play it. So, like for example, you go here, and before actually starting to play a lot of it, I would suggest waiting a few days because after a few days, like right here, yeah, round one, I can get this, like then the Jin. So I got 20, 30, 30 gems, 50 gems, 50, and then I finish the event, and then just these. But if you wait a few days, sometimes in events, in those main events, there will be a lifetime mission that will appear, and you can get, well, not a lifetime mission, but an event mission, like here, that also gives you gems. And then the last one that I would recommend for getting gems is leveling up stages. So, like, stage missions are pretty good, and I want to say that got this data from Duel Links Meta, the website, but it says 45,075 gems for Duel Monster stage missions, 21,000, or not 21, not 21,000, 2,100, 2,010 gems for the GX stage missions, 2,030 for 5Ds, and about they don't have it for this one for Dash of Dimensions, but I would say it's around 1,500 to 2,500 to 2,000 like the others, except Duel Monsters. Duel Monsters is the biggest one, and so that's also a great way to earn gems. And one of the other is getting new boxes for gifts from new boxes, which they release about 2 per month, which gives you about 1,000 gems because they give 500 for each, which gives you 20 packs, which is not that bad. It could be a part, like those 20 packs could get you that Sphere Karibo or that Wall of Disruption you're looking for, that Cosmic Cyclone, or whatever card you're looking for right now. And there are like others, like Mission Circuit is not that great, but it's actually good, and especially for free-to-play players, because honestly, any gem reward is good. Then now, a few more tips. I would suggest getting an auto duel deck, because if you auto duel everything, and right now I already showed it in my last video, but I'm using this water deck, and it works with pretty much anyone. It doesn't require a skill, but I put the Titan Binds because it boosts your monsters by 100 for each face-up monster you control. So, for example, if you had Hammer Shark, if you had Atlantean Attack Squad and Spine Gilman, it would give you 300 on each monster, and then 400 from Spine Gilman. Everyone would get 400, or like Starboy would give out 500. And someone asked me for another auto duel deck, so I might be doing tips on how to make auto duel decks, which it's not really that big of a deal. Like what you want in an auto duel deck is, well, a deck that can auto duel. But one of the most important stuff is not having attribute summons, or at least not a lot of them. You can have like maybe one or two, especially if you can summon them with like Kidmodo Dragon or with Kaiba Man, if I can find him. Yeah, like Kaiba Man. So that's good. So if you have a way of summoning them, like special summoning them, and I don't suggest special summoning like Water Dragon. I suggest stuff that you can normal summon but also special summon. And stuff that's good is either, for example, Hammer Shark, Atlantean Attack Squad that boost each other off. Like literally, if you have any two monsters on the field, except two of the same with Hammer Shark, you're getting boosts. Double Atlantean attack squad, they're both gonna be at 2200. Spine Gilman is raising his attack for to 1700, and Starboy is gonna get add 500 to it. But what I suggest is grabbing filter into monsters. I suggest using normal monsters, but you can also use effect. It doesn't matter really. But finding level 4 and level 3 monsters. So when it sorts that out, you go into sort by attack, and then just put in the strongest attack monsters, but also look out. Like for example this one. It cannot attack the turn it's normal summoned, flip summoned, or special summoned, and you have to remove one spell card during each of your opponent's standby phases, or you have to destroy this card. So it's not that great. Then this is a ritual, for example. This cannot be normal summoned while you control a monster, and this card cannot attack unless you control a dragon type monster. So you have to summon Cave Dragon, wait a turn, then summon a dragon type monster for it. This one makes you pay. You cannot summon unless you have an Archfiend monster, and you also pay. So the next one that's great would be Alien Shock Trooper. So triple that. Triple, for example, Archfiend Soldier that has no effect. Archfiend Cavalry is also good. Valkyrian Knight. Stuff like that's normal monsters. Like, for example, this one. Beckoned by the World Chalice, 1800. 1800, 1800. So anything that has high attack and that you can normal summon, and then include cards that will boost them, like or protect them, like Wall of Disruption, Mirror Wall, Windstorm of Etiqua if you have it, or Etiqua. I don't know how to say. I had that problem in the last video as well. And then I suggest some spells like Lucky X, Power of the Guardians, stuff like that. For an auto duel deck. I guess I used the guide right here. I don't know. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. Next video is going to be covering how to build the decks, competitive decks, and like you can use them for auto dueling, for farming, for whatever. Well, maybe not for farming. Farming decks are different, but I guess I'll use that. I'll do it in that video as well. Anyways, that's it for this video. Bye.